My name's Alyssa, and I'm a soil farmer for Food to Soil. I earn an income composting food scraps for my neighbors, and I generate a lot of compost every week. I love doing this, and if you're like me, a soil nerd, compost enthusiast, and interested in climate action, then the Soil Farmer program might be the right thing for you.
As a soil farmer with Food to Soil, you will be joining a decentralized network of composters and soil builders who are passionate about diverting food scraps from the landfill and composting them within the community. A soil farmer has access to a minimum of 100 square feet of space to set up a composting system. A soil farmer can operate out of their home's backyard or front yard, or find space at a community garden, church, or school. Let's take a look at what a typical soil farmer's setup looks like.
Hi, it's Sally at the Mission Hills Hub. I've been a soil farmer for a year and a half, since July 2019. Let me just show you around our hub. So here we are in the front. Over there, I'll walk you a little closer, is the holding bin, wheelbarrow, shovel, kind of a working area. And then when I step right out my front door, I've got these 5 bins here. Build them up one at a time. The C batch is cooking right along at about 155 today. Here's a spot for the next batch to get started. And let's see how the B batch is doing. Looks like it's nice and warm. Yeah, so I have screens under these 3 at the bottom. I keep them all covered when they're working, wire over the one that's most active, and then these beautiful tarps, which look nice and neat, for the ones that are further along in the process.
To become a soil farmer like Sally, sign up for our Neighborhood Composting 101 course. This will help you understand the basics of managing a compost pile that is larger than a typical backyard compost pile. NC 101 consists of 2 videos that you watch, along with a 1-hour in-person training at one of our community compost hubs. This step is designed to give you a very good feel for whether this journey is for you. If you enjoy it and want to keep going, then you'll proceed to Step 2. Step 2 is signing up for an apprenticeship. This is where you'll work as an assistant to a hub manager once a week for 4 weeks. During these 4 sessions, you'll get a very good understanding of the scope of tasks involved in composting for a community. You'll learn about batch workflows, troubleshoot issues, interact with customers, and record data. After completion of the apprenticeship, you will be onboarded as a soil farmer at Level 1. You'll send us pictures of your compost hub, sign the soil farmer agreement, and begin composting the scraps we'll drop off at your hub. Let's take a look at what the differences are between Level 1 and Level 2 of the Soil Farmer program with Alyssa.
So what does a soil farmer do at Level 1?
A soil farmer at Level 1 has just finished their apprenticeship, and they're setting up their composting station at their location. Food to Soil is working with the soil farmer one-on-one to make sure that the location is set up for proper composting at a slightly larger scale than your normal backyard composting pile. So even if you have extensive experience with your backyard composting, at Level 1, we're still there for you to make sure that you're set up for a really clean experience with composting.
How much time do you spend at Level 1 before you can move on to Level 2?
You spend between 3 to 6 months at Soil Farmer Level 1. The reason for this is that you can have a lot of support. We'll work with you frequently to make sure that you are totally set up during Soil Farmer Level 1 before you move on to Level 2. We're making sure to check on you during that 3 to 6 month period before we move on.
And then what does a soil farmer do at Level 2?
A soil farmer at Level 2 has been through our class, our apprenticeship, and Soil Farmer Level 1. So at Soil Farmer Level 2, the soil farmer has total understanding of the food to soil composting process. At that level, the soil farmer starts to earn an income based on the subscription base or the bucket drop that is being received at their location. They still receive ample support from Food to Soil, but basically they have control over their piles and are earning an income by themselves.
What if I just want the food scraps?
If you just want the food scraps, then you can stay at Soil Farmer Level 1. We'll continue to support you in any way we can, and you can stay at Soil Farmer Level 1 without moving to Soil Farmer Level 2.
All right, and then what's the time commitment?
The time commitment per week is about 2 hours. For most soil farmers, it takes them about 2 hours to be receiving the food scraps, as well as processing them, turning them, and sifting the compost. Overall, we would like to ask you to commit to at least 6 months of offering the Soil Farmer program if we're going to put your location as available on our website.
Can I control how many food scraps I'll receive?
There's definitely a way that you can control how many food scraps you receive. In terms of limit, we can set a limit for how many subscribers your bin has, and that way you won't get too many food scraps for your capacity. If you want more food scraps, you can advertise to your neighbors to get more people enrolled in your program, but we also work to enroll people in the program so you have subscriber base.
Some fine print details you should know. The location you choose, your home or community garden, will need at least 100 square feet of space. The compost setup needs to be on a dirt area. You will need access to pressurized water, so no rain barrels or tanks. If you are renting space, make sure you seek permission from the landowner. You'll also need to purchase or self-build an adequate number of compost bins. You can purchase the bins from us, or we can provide you with the building plans. If you have any further questions, check out the brochure on the Soil Farmer page of our website, where we cover some of the frequently asked questions regarding the program.